We're back. Comments in StreamYard again.
Yes. Hello, Holly, Michael, Blue Shift, Joanne.
Wait, can you see the comments in StreamYard?
Daniel. No, if I've done it private. Oh, 1 minute. Why is it private? Public? Why did it keep? I didn't make anything private. I never do.
So we are ready for the next couple hours.
The stream must be scheduled in the future. What?
We're in the future?
Apparently so.
Well, hello to everybody whose comments we can't see in StreamYard right now because more technical issues.
Yes. Stream must be scheduled in the future within 1 year. Please edit the start time. Oh. Well, I can't, can
I? We won't be able to pop any comments up, but we can just read the questions.
I can edit. What is going on? I don't know. Right, I'm just going to pop out a moment because I'm going to make sure that all the others are public. So, for edit, private. Why is it all private? Public. That's part 4. Part 5. Public. Part 6. Oh. Why is it made them all private? This does not make any sense.
That's very weird. Knocking things over. I'm a mess. I almost just spilled a whole energy drink. And it's not even that late yet. There we go.
That's funny.
I had to go get my backup energy drink.
Right, well, let me double check that they're all public. Public.
I know, guys. This is really riveting content right now.
This is the joys of editing. Right, that's 5, 6, edit, public.
So now if I do that, though, people can see that I have changed into sweatpants.
8,
Business on top,
7,
sleeping on the bottom.
up,
5,
choice
of live shows, yeah.
Public. Right, so unfortunately, I cannot make this chat public. So, well, we're only on this for another 20 minutes anyway, so it doesn't matter. We don't have a guest.
Yeah, it just started with what this one was into. This is part 3, and this is supposed to be until like 2 a.m. The next one doesn't start until 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's 3:30 now. This starts at 3 a.m. We was late starting this one.
Yeah, but it's, well, I'm talking 3 a.m. my time.
Right, so this starts at 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. So, our next guest is at 4 a.m.
Yeah, but it'll still be this stream.
Yeah, I know. And I can't do anything about it.
Okay. Get the questions in the comments.
We'll just have to do it on YouTube.
We'll roll with it.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll do it from YouTube and that's it. That's all we can do.
We have a guest due soon. Nickname says.
In the next few minutes, but well, we don't know who the next guest is.
We don't know who any of the guests are in this spot, right?
Our previous guest, Gwendolyn, was supposed to come on, but she got called into work. She's a paramedic. So, yeah, that's why she's not here.
So,
any questions? We can see the questions, we just can't put them up on screen.
Or give us a really random topic to talk about, paranormal or otherwise, because this is a mixed bag kind of show.
Yeah, this is a bit of everything. Oh, this camera, it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Let's all go on Amazon and find new cameras for Andy.
Don't bother. They're all AI and we all do it.
Mine doesn't do it.
I think I wouldn't mind. I'm not even moving.
Riley Ron Ivy Forest would like us to talk about skinwalkers.
So, what's your thing of skinwalkers?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like spirit cryptid or what, but I've seen some pretty convincing videos of animals that are not acting like animals.
Yeah. So one of the theories is the skinwalker is like a medicine man, like a shaman, and they then they find an animal out in the woods, the forest, wherever, and they go into, like, astral project themselves into that animal, and then they can see through that animal's eyes, and that's why they start acting irregular. So that's one thing. The other thing, like the initial skinwalker, was the Native American, where they would skin the animal and they'd wear that skin, and then they'd become whatever skin it is that they're wearing. There's that, and that's more spirituality. That's like what's it called? Like DMT. I had this conversation. Iron answer. What's it called? Where you go to these retreats.
Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca. That's
Ayahuasca.
it.
So I said I needed more words to figure out what you were trying to say.
So it's more like the ayahuasca way of doing things. And then you've got, as Riley just put, shapeshifters. So maybe it's none of them. Maybe it's a multitude of them, or maybe it's all of them.
Oh, Michael says skinwalkers are tribesmen who went dark and were absorbed by dark magic and became skinwalkers from some native lore.
And they would have to kill a family member before they could. That was like the final thing before they would get accepted into the circle.
Do you know, like that comes up a lot, the whole sacrifice thing. There's the whole thing with the celebrities, and to become Illuminati or whatever, they have to sacrifice someone they love.
Yeah.
So that pops up an awful lot to not be true, at least a little bit somewhere.
That's like the elite, isn't it? Like Bohemian Grove and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Question from Blue Shift.
Oh, before we get off the skinwalker topic, Riley said, I myself had a supposed skinwalker encounter at a military base, but might have been hallucinating. Not sure.
Oh. It's hard to tell.
Because the thing is, even if you are hallucinating, is it
still
real?
Having the encounter.
Yeah, you've still had an experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry, I wanted to read that one before we got off the topic.
No, that's fine. So this is from Rob, Blue Shift. I don't know what this is, so I'll let you answer it. Why do you think they are testing the free Dew weapons systems at Antarctica?
Dew, directed energy weapons.
Ah.
Like the lasers. Probably because there's nobody there. And it's more of a controlled environment. Here or anywhere, in the populated world, there's going to be outside factors. There's going to be people, witnesses. Nobody sees what you're doing in Antarctica.
Because you're not allowed to travel there. So if you can't go, who knows what's going on?
At the risk of getting us demonetized again, what do you think about the whole theory about the directed energy weapons used in Hawaii? Like the laser.
Yeah, but it's that whole red roof, blue roof thing.
Yeah.
Is that an actual thing? That seems a bit far-fetched.
So I've seen videos of like these lasers that go across everything, but they don't light anything blue on fire.
Right.
So
there must be something in blue pigment that doesn't ignite. Yes. Oh my God.
Yes, we have a guest.
Yes. And I got it right. There's another £10.
You got it right. This is the problem with me not knowing anybody.
Yeah. He's such a top guy.
Ready?
Absolute.
You're a guest.
Right. So you ready? 3, 2, 1. Here he is. Oh my God.
Long time no see, friends.
It is.
How are you?
And
oh, there he is. There's Junior. He's getting big.
He's growing. He's growing.
They get big so fast.
He does. He'll need a new jar soon.
Oh,
yeah.
I love how he lights up.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Nicole.
Nice to meet you.
You are an absolute legend. He came on the show, and I think he was the first or second person that I interviewed, and on my own, like just me doing it, proper dropping bricks, right? And we had such a great time. And then you had stuff going on, so he came off social media and he vanished, and it was like, where's he? He's like the new Houdini. And then all of a sudden, he popped back up, completely regenerated, and looking absolutely amazing.
I appreciate
And here
that.
he is.
Yeah, I'm on the 2.0 right now. Yeah, I got upgraded.
Yes. So
you can thank Junior's friends for doing that.
See, you never know on this show if somebody's kidding when they say things like that.
I am kidding, for the record. Off the record, I might be telling the truth.
AI again.
Because you come on and say that, the aliens regenerated their body and all kinds of,
I have talked to some people that have had some pretty interesting stuff. Cancer gone. That was the whole David Eckhart thing, if you remember, Andy.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
There's been a bunch of weird stuff. Preston Dennett can tell you all sorts of positive stories about divas.
Oh, yeah. Yes. But you've had tons of stuff. Are you still at the same house, or have you moved out of there now?
No, I am out of the scary house. I'm not there anymore. Which is probably
Skinwalk House.
Yeah, it was a little interesting over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because wasn't that your dad's house originally?
It was. It was built in the early 1900s, turn of the century, and there was a bunch of weird stuff going on there. I think to begin with, it was haunted, but I don't know, Andy. I've talked to a lot of other people that do the things that we do, and I feel like if you're living in a place that already has activity, and you are actively going out and researching and dabbling in this and that, you're going to attract more things, and more things are going to happen.
Yeah. So do you think that it depends what mindset you have, whether it's positive or negative, or do you not get a choice in that?
I think a lot of it has to do with frequency and vibration. So if you're giving off a certain frequency, a certain, vibratory emotional state, you're going to attract minded frequencies.
Yeah, I knock on wood, going to all kinds of places, and because I just don't give it any thought, nothing negative kind of has messed with me yet.
That's wonderful.
Knocking on wood.
I also don't go out of my way to go to like sanitariums and stuff like that. I always think that's just kind of asking for it, right, Andy?
Yeah.
I do. I can't say anything.
She baits herself and everything.
No.
I don't bait myself. They bait me. Because I'm the only one on my team that's not like as medium or sensitive. I have to go into all the scary places because it doesn't bother me.
Well, that's good. You're the strong one. You're the one that's carrying the team and the morale. They need that.
No, I'm just the one that doesn't feel things like they do.
So, Vincent, you don't go out investigating as such, do you? Or do you?
No, I did. I did recently. I was over at the Limp Mansion, and we did an overnight over there. That was interesting. There's a big, long story behind the Limp Mansion here in St. Louis, Missouri. It's about a beer baron who was basically a beer tycoon over there, and his family members. I think there were 4 suicides in the house, and then I think something like 10 deaths in the family.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so, I mean, and there's weird stories, like a story I didn't know about. We went upstairs in the attic and had some pretty weird stuff going on, but there was all sorts of toys and notes to a little boy, and I just didn't have any idea because I did research and I didn't find out anything about that. And I talked to a few people afterwards, and there's this whole monkey boy legend that the family had some sort of relative that had some sort of disability, and they kept him in the attic, teased him, and
Yeah.
Indeed. So dark history over there at Limp Mansion. We did an overnight. It was interesting. So I'm getting out there. I'm doing a lot more. I've got a lot of plans here coming up next year.
So are you still working with Lon, or are you not doing that anymore?
Me and Lon have gone separate ways for now. There's no hard feeling or animosity there. Or
No.
But yeah, he's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. Had a lot going on while I disappeared.
Yeah.
But I'm back. So
yeah, it's good to
slowly but
see you
surely.
back. It really is.
I appreciate it. Look at you while I've been gone. You've upgraded. You've got this whole big show now, and look at your studio. It's like awesome. I'm trying to see all the doodads on the wall over there, but next to
Look, it
Junior.
zooms in when you ask it to.
Oh wow.
I can't with this
That's
freaking
power.
camera. I can't.
Where'd you get that?
Don't bother Amazon. And I have no control over it.
For the last like 7 hours. Just shoo, shoo, shoo.
Yeah, I'm going dizzy. It's like I'm on a carousel every time it does it.
Yeah. Well, you've totally upgraded though. You're getting all these magical tattoos. I saw the runes on your hands. The candy one. And yeah.
And I've got the
hey, tell that cameraman to
I just need one more line on that one to make it the Bluetooth symbol.
It's perfect. Because that's what we're really trying to do, right? We're eventually going to Bluetooth ourselves to the computer.
Yeah. So have you got any projects coming up that you can talk about?
Yeah, projects. I got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm trying to write a book that will be beginning of next year, hopefully. I'm rebranding. I'm planning on coming back with the show and the channel.
Yeah.
And I've got a new crew, and we're starting to get out and do stuff. So
yeah. So where are you based again?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Right.
Right in the middle of the United States. Like if you threw a dart and it hit the middle, you would hit me.
Yeah, you're there. That's you.
I'm right there.
Sure.
Yeah, for now.
Close to where you'll be next year.
Me?
Yeah.
Where will I be next year?
On the East Coast, in Gettysburg.
Yeah. Pennsylvania.
Are you really going to Gettysburg?
Why not? Apparently so, yeah.
I mean, I mean, if you get over there, let me know. I might even try to meet you over there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity to go hang out with some ghosts and Andy.
Yeah, we're trying to convince him to go for the big battlefield bash.
Okay. Okay. You know, that's like Lon's backyard. We're going to talk about Lon Strickler. That's like a cannon's throw away right there.
Yeah, I need to go. I definitely need to go.
Oh, Michael's going to meet us in Gettysburg. Party in Gettysburg, people.
There we go.
Party in Pennsylvania.
Kind of a YouTube collab Gettysburg party location getaway.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
Something like that.
Yeah, you've been a busy guy lately, man. You going here and there, and your show. How many episodes are you at now? I put him on the spot. I probably should.
Better question is, how many podcasts does he have now?
How many podcasts? Yeah, how many podcasts?
Yeah,
I have 5.
5. Oh,
5.
That's a lot of work.
I have got 474 videos.
Wow. Wow.
Because this one's twice a week. You have that Monday face. You have the His and Hers podcast.
Yeah. We have Eerie Encounters.
Oh, yeah, and we won't talk about ghosts.
Me and Tommy, they're both coming back. So Eerie Encounters is coming back on the 4th of December. That's the first Wednesday. And then me and Tommy are going to be doing Wednesday afternoons around about 4 p.m. UK time. So 11 a.m. New York time. And 10 a.m. Central time. Just have to think where you was then. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. every week or every fortnight.
Fantastic.
So I just love doing it. Joe, when you get the bug for something, and it's like this just started out as a hobby, being interested in weird shit going on, to collecting foreign bodies in jars.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it.
It was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. There was something dark and meaningful was going to happen, and there it is. But no, it's good. It's all good.
So what do you think about this whole UFO thing that's going on recently in the paranormal news?
Which one?
What's your whole thoughts on the whole Luis Elizondo and Tom DeLonge and
See, I like
the government
Tom.
says this and
Yeah, I
you like
followed
Tom?
Tom. Yeah, I followed him for so long, including like Blink 182. Even
Mhm.
then, when he was still talking about UFOs and everything else, and following him on Facebook and Instagram, and just the stuff that he comes out with, and the people that he talks to, and how close he gets with like these top names around the world.
He's got that star power, man. He's very approachable dude. I've talked to him a couple times, had a couple of funny conversations with him. He's super cool.
It all just seems a little bit too good to be true. It's
That's
perfect. Too perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you hear about these things and misdirections and all the, I just feel like, why would anyone just come out and lay it out like that if they didn't have some sort of...
It doesn't make sense. It's like it's pre-written.
And I'm not going to call UFO UAP. I refuse. It is a flying saucer.
What's the new one?
I'll die on that hill.
There's another one.
Yeah, there is a new one. What is that one? Yeah.
Something aerial. Yeah, scripted narrative.
Unidentified anomalous phenomena is still a UAP.
UAF. Oh no,
UAF. No, wait. I'm trying to find my tablet now. No.
UAF stands for
aerial anomaly phenomena. AAP.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say flying saucer.
I was just about to say that. Spaceships, just spaceships everywhere. Yeah.
But do you think everything that you're saying can be true, but it can still be misdirection?
I'd say 90% is misdirection, misinformation, done on purpose.
Distraction.
Sure.
Well, a number of reasons to distract, like we were saying earlier, to stop mass chaos, to try and keep the majority calm. But then this talk about this fake invasion is too knowledgeable for them to go ahead and do it. There's too many people that know about it now, so it's like, oh shit, what are we going to do? We can't do that now. Quick, think of something else. Like, but you look, right? So Tic Tacs, beginning of the year, stopped overnight. Then you had the two giant shadow people in that Miami shopping mall. Nothing ever happened from that. Lasted what, a week?
Yeah.
That was madness.
These things.
That was madness.
So the alien in the back garden, in the backyard, that lasted what, 2 weeks max. And it's just there, and it's like, oh, we're not really getting the reaction that we want. So it's either that whoever's doing it is really stupid and not actually thinking it through, or they have nothing to do with it and these things are real. I think it's one or the other. There's no bit in between. Because if it was, there'd be more thought process put into it.
I
It
really
just
think they
took-
thought it was going to be a bigger deal than it was. They disclosed things and were like, yeah, we know.
Yeah. I'm like, no one cares. But yeah, whatever.
They could come out and admit it, and I feel like half the population would still deny it. I mean, where we're at in social media and just with everything, it's just people are just going to be like, no.
Yeah. Because that's what I was saying before. It's like you can have the best video ever of actual footage, whether it's UFO, cryptid, spirit, anything, and there'll be people that go, no, that's fake because it's too good, it's too clean, or the camera will be shaking everywhere. Oh, that's not right because it's all over the place. But have you ever tried zooming in to something and filming it? It's not your hand shaking it, it's the camera trying to focus, and it's like it's having a fit. You can't typically do it unless you've got stability on it and or it's on some sort of tripod. You cannot do it.
Odds are against you, like big time. And I mean, when you're in the moment too, I mean, unless you're on an investigation and you're completely prepared for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some pretty weird stuff, and the last thought in my mind was like, oh, I should grab my phone and try to videotape this real quick.
That's the thing, isn't it? Nobody ever thinks in the moment to grab your phone and record, even though it's right there.
Right.
Yep. Because I think whatever it is you're seeing that is legit, it knows you haven't or won't think of getting your phone, so that's why it's showing itself. The moment that thought enters your mind, it's gone. Like what Chris Reinhardt was saying before. As soon as he gets his camera out, it's gone. There's nothing there. There's nothing to film. There's nothing to photograph.
I really think a lot of these supernatural entities or ultra-terrestrial beings are just some form of consciousness that is interfacing with our consciousness. So they're producing what is more normal for our reality and our perception.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
I think that's the thing with the phone is like by the time your brain processes what you're experiencing enough to think, oh, I should take a picture, it's over.
Yeah. It's like you said before, you're living the moment, you're there, you're like, what's going on? What is it? You're trying to process what's actually happening. So because you're doing that, the last thing you think of is, I'm going to record this.
Yeah.
It's not something you do, is it?
It's true.
Sorry, your computer made the noise that it was going to freeze and everything was going to shut down. So I had to move the mouse quick just in case it did. It likes doing that.
Good catch.
We had a couple of questions. Do you want to
Yes. I can only see one.
No. Have any of you experienced the electricity from a sanitarium?
Nope, because I've never been to a sanitarium because we don't have them in the UK.
What did you do with all your crazy people?
Oh my God. You're having a laugh. Sorry, it's the next guest, and it's like, this is just ridiculous. So, crazy people. We elect them for government usually.
I was gonna say it's probably Parliament.
Right, I need to bring this person on. Is an absolute knobhead because I should have known this was going to happen, right? And I didn't. But you're going to love this.
Morning.
It's Simon.
Hi, Nicole.
So Simon, Vincent, Nicole. I can't believe you've done this to me.
Yeah.
So Simon is my official photographer, arranger, unpaid, should we say, unpaid arranger of.
I've got the mug.
Good man. Good man. Oh, very cool.
So when we go out investigating to specific locations, I always try and meet up. We talk on the phone every single day.
It wakes me up every single day, 7:45. Yeah.
7, 7:45, thereabouts. But
They
I
share
can't.
beds in hotel rooms.
Sorry?
They
We
share
share
beds in
hotel rooms.
Oh, yeah,
No, we
do,
don't
yeah.
share beds. We don't share beds. It doesn't go that far.
Push them together.
Oh, it's out there.
But oh my god, I'm like, I got blown away when Vincent come on because I was I'm not just saying it, because you know how much I wanted to get you on the show when you come back on social media, and you was like, yeah, I'll come on when I'm ready. So like, I didn't push it because I knew how you work and sort of thing. So I just like, I'll wait for him to contact me, and then he'll be coming on like the day after or whatever. And he come on, and it's like, wow. And then Simon popped up at the bottom, and it's like, no, you're having a laugh. It's like not even happening. I've been trying to get Simon on for 2 years.
What?
I know all the stuff that he's right.
Nicole said you're paying me.
Yeah. I've got it.
Fucking me over there.
I've got a little hat you can have,
Oh, lovely, thanks.
like a UAP hat.
Lovely. And my gym towel as well.
Oh yeah, that's down there.
I've got a cat with a leg at the moment, so if she's knocking the stuff off, I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're on. This is wicked.
Right,
This is like.
How's the puppy?
Oh, he's asleep.
Oh.
Yeah. Crapping all over the floor and everything. Lovely. Just 1 second.
So,
Emily, get off.
I'm not going to tell you about Simon because that's down to him to let you know. I think that cat is a skinwalker. I'm sure it is.
She's crazy.
Yeah. So I'd say you and Vincent have got quite a lot of stuff in common with the paranormal side.
Yeah.
Like with the ghosts and spirits and full body apparitions and like the haunting side to it. So I'm not sure because it was a while ago, wasn't it, Vince, that I spoke to you about was it 2 years ago?
I believe
Easily.
it was. Easily 2 years ago.
Easy. But have you had many UFO encounters?
I've seen a couple that things in the sky that I couldn't explain. I saw a pinball looking thing one time.
Yes.
Where it looked like maybe, I don't know, the size of a basketball, but it looked like a pinball.
Yeah.
And I've seen some pretty weird lights in the sky. I've seen some kind of spook light kind of things and phenomenon. But
Emily, go away.
nothing substantial as far as.
No.
Yeah, I didn't make
All right,
contact.
I'm gobsmacked right now. I really am. I'm actually lost for words.
Oh.
Has that ever happened? I don't think that's ever happened.
It's happened a couple times on the show, but mostly when we're talking about something like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm
like mad, crazy stuff.
Well, I nearly wasn't on because the tablet wouldn't load. Laptop won't go. I put the phone on and then it wouldn't load at first. And the lights went out. I've got my little lights round and they all went off. Oh, it's not good this. So I got on a tripod with my tablet behind and the cat's on the bottom of the tripod. It goes up, sorry.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
But oh my god.
I've got the sweatshirt beard as well.
Yeah. So that's the sweatshirt that went missing when we stayed at the hotel when we did the BUFOG conference. So right, I don't know if you know this story, Vincent, so I'll tell you. So I went doing a speak at Birmingham UFO group. And so we went down the night before. Me and Simon shared a hotel room, not bed, just a room.
Pictures.
Right. So I got the train down there, and Simon got the van. So he picked me up from the train station. It's a couple of miles away. Went back to the hotel, went to the conference thing, came back next morning, getting our stuff, put it in the van. So he had that hoodie and 4 cans of alcoholic beverages in a white plastic carry bag. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He put them in. So he put all this stuff in So he's got a van, but he's got 2 sliding doors either side, just a little van, and he's got a back seat. So he put his stuff in there, his camera bag and all that, his rucksack. The white bag went in first with the hoodie and the cans. Then I put my bag in there. I got in the front. Took me to the station, brought my rucksack out, and then he went. And you stopped off on the services, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
could not find this bag. This bag was gone. You're talking
Weird.
like what? 4 square foot of vehicle.
Yeah.
But it can't go in. It can either go under the seat or behind something.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nowhere else for it to go. It's inside a lot vehicle. Right? It's not like you've lost an earring or something small. This is like a big carry bag. So he goes fishing a lot, and you had some fishing tackle in there as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Afterwards.
On the
Anyway, he was emptying the van because he was going away and didn't want to leave everything in the van. So he cleared pretty much everything out. And when you came back, it's a couple of weeks later on it, he was doing something else. The bag was in the van with the stuff in it. So these are 4 tin cans and that hoodie. And a white plastic bag.
I just misplaced them, but twice into the van, so I don't have a clue where it went. Don't know. I mean, it was emptied because I vacuumed it out. So, don't know. And you can't miss this colour when it's in a white plastic bag. You can see it.
Yeah.
That is a magical van.
Yeah.
Because we thought...
back.
Well, we thought he might have dropped the hoodie as we're going out of the hotel. But I was walking behind him, so I would have stood on it and tripped over it. Something I hadn't seen it and picked it up. I'm like, it wasn't there. We cleared the room and then it appears like what 3-4 months later.
About 2 months after, yeah.
Yeah. So
anyway.
someone,
That's bizarre.
Please help.
I don't know, because you can misplace something, but not for 2 months and when you've emptied the van twice. You don't know. But anyway, it's one of them things, and it just happens. It's like my boats. One of them disappeared. And that just disappeared, one boat. No, I don't lose anything.
That was, this is the best bit, Vinny. Sorry, you don't mind me shortening your name, do you?
No.
Right. So this was the night that I got the alien. This is the night that I got Junior. So I'd gone round to Simon's. I was picking Darren up, then going back to this other part of Manchester. And Simon went to get his boots out of the van. There's only one boot. Just one boot, that's it. Nothing else.
They're at the back of the van, behind the seat, where they can't fall out, and you just don't lose one boot. It's the same place.
And it's never been seen since.
No.
You know, I had a weird case where things were disappearing and they were appearing behind this shed where this couple was living. They had a daughter, and things would like vanish, and they would go out in the backyard and be over by the shed. I've heard of other kind of accounts of that, but like, Simon, are you have some latent psychic abilities that you're repressing, and maybe you're accidentally making these things vanish?
Probably dementia.
But I have a theory.
He has a theory.
So we went to a conference in Bolton in England, and we went out on a mini investigation. And this part of the van where everything goes missing, was where Barry Fitzgerald was sat. And since he was sat there, stuff has gone missing from where the seat where he was sitting. So could the phenomena have attached to him and caused this to go on? Because of how much, how much into the paranormal Barry is, and the stars, and his work with Steve Mera and everyone else, and the books, and just the whole shebang. Could it have had, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, but could that have had some impact as to why this is happening? And it's only this particular part of the van. It's not like it's the front or right at the back or down the side. It's just
But every time,
bit
sorry,
of one see.
every time we go out somewhere to like investigation, something goes wrong, something goes missing, or when I was going to go to Rendlesham this week, 3 minutes from the house, the van decided to stop, and that's it. It's been fine before. I just decided to not go in. So every time we go out to investigate or anything, something happens. Just like say you're not going every time. Because that boat was when we went to see Chucky Tree, isn't it? That was that.
Yeah.
And obviously, when I came to film you at Birmingham, but I didn't do it, did I? Because I didn't feel well.
No.
Remember, all the cameras packed in and everything. I didn't feel. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you had to go out because you was burning up and all that.
Yeah.
And this is, you ready for this, Vince? I don't know if you've seen this. So this is the original photo. Yeah. It looks like pareidolia. You can vaguely see a face on a tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eyes, bit of a mouth. Ready for this next one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is disturbing.
That's very fucked
It looks
up.
like Chucky.
They call it the Chucky tree. How do you get that from that?
It gets like
when you don't even know you've seen it as well.
You couldn't even, it's not even the lighting, it's not that. How can you get a two-dimensional pareidolia markings on a tree to become three-dimensional and look like a real person?
If we'd have planned it, it wouldn't have worked out that well, and we didn't know till after, did we? We didn't see it.
No. You can see my ear with me stretch out on the left-hand side. I'm stood right in front of the tree. I had no idea it was there. Nothing. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yes, that's disturbing.
Very disturbing.
And that was the phone I'm using now, like still on there. It's just nothing messed with it. Didn't mess with it. We saw it.
No filters, no editing, nothing. What you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So yeah, it's something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, maybe you got to tag along. And somebody's
Tag along, didn't we?
peeking out and saying hello.
We had to tag along,
Yeah.
didn't we? So,
Yeah.
Right,
It's just
the pictures. We didn't know what to take
no,
them.
you ready for the other? So these are two more pictures. Well, it's one picture and then part of that picture zoomed in. So this is along the path where this tree was. So it will be if I press a button.
Oh.
So we just thought that was where it goes dark at the end of the path. But as you get to that end of the path, that's where the street lighting starts. Yeah.
It's not very inviting, is it? It's like your typical haunted pathway.
It's darker than dark.
It's pretty ominous.
But you can see the lighting through the trees to the left-hand side of the picture. There's a mill there that's been converted into apartments. Yeah. So if you look at what looks like that little muddy patch in front of it, right in the middle of the path, it was muddy. It was quite slippy in parts. This is a zoomed-in image of it.
Oh, what the heck is that?
It's not mud. Some people see a cat, some people see a skull.
Oh, see, I see a skull this time, but I've seen the cat in the past.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's strange.
Yeah. Yes, it is. So, from that.
Whoever that is, they're casting the shadow towards us, so there's light behind and a big mass in front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the shadow should have gone the opposite way.
From his torch.
And it's not even a shadow, it's just a black mass. It's just blocking out the light.
When you click on your phone, it says information on your iPhone. It tells you that it's a wolf. That's what it says on the picture.
Oh, weird.
Other than that, That's got a filter. That's got a light filter on it, so it's easier to distinguish the outlines of it.
Nicole, do you get any psychic impressions from it when you look at it?
I don't do psychic impressions.
No, you don't. You don't get a feeling or anything when you look at it.
No. Nope. I am again the only one that doesn't on my team that does not get any psychic impressions of anything.
Vinny, do you get anything from any of them pictures?
Well, the little black thing. I've heard of stuff like that before. Again, especially in a lot of negative areas, like
Yeah.
you know, like we're talking about hospitals and this such. Reported these little black, kind of almost like fuzzy, low to the ground, kind of shaped in a ball, similar to that. And what it is, I'm not sure.
No. And we didn't see anything. We felt we had, there's a lot of empath stuff going on between, there's 8 of us there in total, and we was all having different things going on at the time. And Nicole was doing the studio. Yeah, the power had gone out in New York, and your phone battery went something like from 70% down to 30 in about 3 minutes. Something ridiculous like that. And then your signal just completely went. Nothing. Yep. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I was on the computer and then the power died. So I switched to my phone, battery drained real quick. And so I went out to my car to charge my phone. And then there was no signal.
Yeah.
So something did not want me
Yeah.
to watch.
So seems that way.
Yeah. Just a few odd things.
It worked out because Michelle Gray was also in the studio with me, and she was kind of leading you guys.
Yeah. Now, she didn't know that she was going to be doing, none of us knew that she was going to be doing that. We just brought her on as like an extra studio guest while we was out and about just to back Nicole. And she ended up owning it, basically. And she was doing remote viewing. She was doing drawings as we're going. She drew the cemetery. She even drew the markings on one of the headstones. I'm talking details of flowers, but she only, so, you know, you've got like a, what, right, like a, what are they called? You know, the tall headstone.
Like an obelisk?
Like an obelisk, yeah, probably about 5 foot tall. And it's squared, so you've got 4 sides to it. So she only drew 3. She goes, one of them is, I haven't got a picture for that. I walked around the other side and it had come off. So where it had been etched into it, that piece had actually fell off. I'm like, oh my God. She's in Texas.
Too.
She picked up on the cat. She picked up on the name of the Chucky tree. She picked up on the name of the sexton that was from the church there, how many kids he had, everything.
And like, Darren well saw, hadn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't know we were going there till about 40 minutes beforehand. There's about 4 different locations that we was umming and ahhing about. And then we decided, right, we'll go to this one in Hyde. Stay the Bridge, whatever it was. And yeah, I couldn't give any information because I knew nothing about the place. I just knew it was a
great idea bringing the remote viewer. That's a good.
We didn't know. And everything was absolutely bang on. But yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Freaky, but cool.
Intense.
I will forgive the spirits for kicking me off the stream because it was pretty cool. All the stuff that you got.
So what are you getting from the tray? Can I show you this image again? The Chucky tray? This one in particular.
I mean, it's not a good feeling. And I keep, like, as an artist, I'm, like, trying to, like, look at it as just, like, a tree with weird shading on it. But it's really... it's really kind of ominous. I mean, that one, you're like, yeah, it's a tree, and there's the bark.
Yeah. But
You can
that,
see
But that one, that's just,
it's just.
I mean, that looks like,
isn't it?
that's 3-dimensional.
You can see the
Mhm.
strands of hair. You can see the shadow and the lighting on the face, which it would be like on an everyday person.
Hmm.
You can see the nose coming out, the lip coming out, the eyes, the eyelids, everything about
yeah,
it.
don't show the Bigfoot community because they'll have a field day with that. They'll tell you that that's
Yeah.
definitely something.
So it wasn't negative feeling, it wasn't positive. There was a few bits where you felt a bit, I kind of felt like at one point I wanted to get in the river under the bridge. Don't know why, because that's something I'd never ever want to do, not even in daylight, unless it was in my kayak. But I wouldn't want to go in it like this. It was just weird.
Do you
stuff.
feel like you're being like led out there? Is that what you mean? Like,
Yeah. And one of the other things that happened, so there's a footbridge that goes over, and there used to be an old water wheel there, because like I said, it was a mill. So we all 8 of us walked onto the bridge. Some of us stayed on it, some of us came off and went in different directions, but it was all in close proximity to each other. So we got on the bridge, we went to get off the bridge, and there was a tree that you had to duck about 2-3 foot under to get off the bridge. Yet we didn't have to do that to get on it. It was there to say that's a tree when we're getting on the bridge, and we just walk past it. When we're getting off the tree, it was like that, and we had to go through that bit. So
it reeks of like faithful. I mean, it sounds like trickster entity likes Andy and is hanging out with him and his friends.
So Michael actually said that in the chat earlier that Simon, your van sounds like the Fae.
Yeah.
Taking things into a different dimension.
When we went to Cannock in the van, something was messing with the aerial. And like if a bird hits an CB aerial, so it's like 10, 11 foot off the top, well, from the floor to the top, about 11 foot. If a bird hits it, you just get a little twang. That's what you get. But this was flexing the roof on the mag mount, pulling it. You could feel it pulling it, or you could hear it pulling the noise. Because you can't even reach it from the floor. You got to starting up on the side of the van to get to it. So something was doing that. But I could see the reflection around his van. There was nothing on top of the van. But he did it 3 times during the night, early hours. But something was flexing the roof. So anyway, we can make it out that noise. That's how it does it. So
yeah,
you get like a Fae attachment, like you can with a spirit.
I don't know. Well, somebody who was it? One guest came on and said that they said it was forest being something that they said that was flexing doing the aerial. I forgot what it was.
Like not a troll.
Something tall thing that could reach. Yeah. With long arms.
Yeah.
We were near where that is from as well.
There you go.
But I mean, every time I've been there, we've experienced something. So every time.
Yeah.
And then the thing, the bluff charging me. I mean, that was big and heavy. And that was running towards me. You could hear it banging. You couldn't feel it. You could hear the noise. And it ran straight towards me. I stood my ground and it disappeared. It stopped. Wherever that was.
Wow.
That sounded like a bull coming towards you. And it was raining as well, so it was noisy because I could hear over the rain. But I could see there was nothing coming because where we were, you could see like the ridge line, you could see the light, so nothing was coming towards me, but you could hear it. You could hear it running straight towards me. I stood there with a pumpkin.
LED. It was about 12 months ago, wasn't it?
Pumpkin.
It must have been.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, last Halloween. That was the reason we went. There's me, you, sober, and that was it, wasn't it? Just us three on that one.
I was going to talk about some of my experience and stuff then, and it's like, again, somebody was stopping me from doing it. Wherever you're going.
Got to do like a campfire tales like sit around the fire, record it, and just do it as like a chat sort of thing. Absolutely threw it down all night.
It really came down, yeah.
Yeah, so we couldn't do it.
Mm.
It's just. So,
I mean, one or
Vincent,
two things is a coincidence, but when it keeps on,
Every time.
yeah.
I mean,
Every time we go somewhere, something happens.
Yeah. So do you get anything like this, Vincent?
what do you mean?
Like similar goings on, so you go to do something and something will stop it from happening? Or
I've had that happen before. I've had the equipment issues quite a bit. But yeah, it seems like these consciousness, these awareness, if they don't want you there, or maybe what if some people believe in guardian spirits and guardian angels? What if somebody was just trying to keep you safe?
protecting you? Yeah. So even though this,
it's
hard to say.
yeah,
where it seems kind of guardian angel-y, or divine intervention, where doing something that maybe you shouldn't be doing, and then all of a sudden your car won't start, or something else happens.
yeah.
My bet's on the Fae, though.
Maybe.
Yeah, it won't surprise me, not one bit. And that's the thing, nothing surprises me anymore. It's got to the point where it's like, okay, what's next? You know what I mean? It's like there's so much going on out there, and it's like the most outrageous stories. And it's like there, as we were saying when Preston was on, the more out there they are, the more real, the more believable it is.
Yeah.
So can we ask the question then? The infamous question, since we're talking about this?
Go ahead.
If you could know everything, what's going on in the universe, why, everything, would you want to know?
Absolutely.
Simon, would you want to know?
We want to know, yeah, but there's still something else you wouldn't know. You wouldn't find everything out because that much you'd never find it. There's always something else.
You are alone, Andy. Everybody
I don't
wants
care.
to know.
I
Want to know.
I don't want
I
to
get
know.
it, though. Andy. I get it. You don't want to know. It's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be too much.
But
My head
it's
might
also
explode.
it's going to be the end of an era, because that's it. It's like once you find out, get back to reality. Back
YouTube
to watching mundane TV shows and doing the norm.
But it's all one thing, because everything happens to me, no matter what it is. If it's like ghost, UFO, what do you call it, a vampire, if you want to call it that, it's the same thing. It all happens with the same thing. Paralysis and missing time stuff, all the same way, same noise, everything. So it's all the same thing.
No, Og and Michael are with you, Andy. They don't want to know either.
No, that's good. That's good.
I agree, Simon.
Team Andy. Team Andy.
Yeah.
I'd like to know some, but not everything. I wouldn't like to know like the final point of what it all means.
I want to know the things like, so I helped a dead woman across the road with her shopping, but not about helping her. It was, what did I look like? Did I look stupid to people in the cars? Could they see her? Could they see me walking across the road with an invisible bag? Or what did it happen in my head? That's what I want to know. I'm not bothered about helping a dead woman. That's fine. But at the time when you're there, you're helping an old woman. But when you think back, she was grey and purple face, and cats are flying about. So she was dead then. So, but that wasn't the problem. It's just like, did I cross the road right slow with an invisible bag on my arm, hold this old lady's arm, help across the road, and then left her, and then come back across the road, she'd gone. But what did I look like? I look stupid. Because what do you think? No.
Could you be seen? Was you then not visible?
Yeah, but did it happen in my head at the side of the road? It means, so did it happen? That's the thing. You don't know. That vampire one, I mean, that's, I'm not saying she's a real vampire, but everything points that she was, but I don't believe it. But when you walk about a mile away from where you were from home, you're covered in blood and you've got 2 holes in your neck from somebody you just met. It's just like, well, what happened there? And
Sounds like a good night.
Oh
I'm
my
not saying she was
god.
on fire, but she ruined a good shirt. That's all I can say. Yeah.
She ruined his Don Johnson shirt.
Just stuff like that. It's just like you're at a party and then you're leaving, and then somebody just comes over, you start dancing, the music that's playing just stops, so you change, go quiet, it all goes slow, and she starts dancing, she puts her head on my shoulder, you're dancing. Next minute, I'm miles away walking home, covered in blood. Wasn't drunk because I went fishing the day after. I was getting up early, and I wasn't drunk at all. That's 2 hours were reaching, covered in blood.
Yeah. It's just, and this is why I always say,
well,
I think it's why you keep your mouth shut, because that sounds stupid. You know what I mean? That's it. That's why I don't talk about it, because it sounds stupid. It's like, oh, he's making it up. But for what reason?
Yeah.
If you're gonna make something up, you make
right.
something up.
Yeah,
you
give it everything.
So everything that I say is stupid.
No, not everything.
Then in hospital, things like that, you know, you talk to a nurse when you're in hospital, and you see that like the room change, the hospital changes, the ward change like it used to do years before. You watch it change, and then like a matron floats past with the big hats on, just floats past like that. Then when you go in, you ask these other nurses about the one that's been talking to you all week. They didn't even know she was, so they didn't even know her. Excuse me. So it's just stuff like that as well. It's just, you know, wherever I go, because things happen. I don't want to start going on about the UFO and the hybrid baby thing. That's too long to go on about that. But that's weird after
Wait,
hybrid baby thing.
Time out. Yes, please talk about that.
No, right. Well, right. Here we go. About 1998. I've been experiencing suffering, that's a word, and experiencing stuff like since I was born. I can remember being in the cot when things happening. This particular time was about 1998, and me and my partner at the time, we'd lost the house and everything. She was ill and all sorts went on. So we ended up 3 of us, me and her, a daughter, in a 1-bedroom flat. So the little girl's got the bedroom, and me and my partner were sleeping on this air bed just blown up in the living room. So around 3 o'clock in the morning, the usual noise, high-pitched whistle in my ears, and the room lights up from the floor. Blue, raises up blue, and then I'm paralyzed. I can feel it coming. You sat on your feet and moves away up, and you're paralyzed. And then I just remember this face. I was like in a polythene bubble, like like a polytunnel that drove food and stuff in. It's like it felt like that over me, and the face pushed through, and it was like a wide face. I could see its skin though through it. It's like brown and wrinkly. And then, me being me, I said to it, "What the fuck are you doing in my bedroom?" Then I thought, it's not a bedroom, it's a living room, I'm on the floor. That's what's consciously thinking what I'd said. Again, it's always thinking the stupid thing. And it didn't like that. And the paralysis came stronger. And then it's just like being moved on a roller coaster, the feeling you get in your stomach straight up. So I'm still gone through the flat above. And then it's, you know, you can just feel it like moving around. Then next minute, I don't remember going on this ship or wherever I was. But it could be a ship, it could be a cave, the way it was inside, curved. But I'm laid on a flat table, metal or plastic, but it was cold. And there's these 4 blonde women at the end of the bed with long blonde hair. And so I'm laid there, and I don't want to get disgusting, but there's something happening down here. And I thought it was a weird dream, this. And these women at the end of the bed, and I thought, but it's painful, I didn't like it, and it started hurting. And I looked down, I had a pipe attached to me, on my bits and pieces, I'll say. Keep your channel clean, Andy. This box closed with a pipe attached to me, and it was hurting. Then these 4 women at the end changed in like the greys, you would call that the change. It's like a screen. So I managed to kick a leg out. I kicked one. It's like kicking an empty helium, like a helium balloon. It's hitting it and it floating away. And it was a lot of pain. The one that brought me was stood at the top of the bed, and it touched my forehead. It was an ice cold finger. That's what it felt like. And just like I sent back the same way as on a roller coaster, the same feeling in the stomach. Then I was dropped from a fair height onto his airbed. And I hit it with some force at the part of the time. It threw her up in the air. And I didn't think it was just a dream, because I've had that many things over the years. I knew it was something strange. I was in a bit of pain. But in the morning, I checked like you would. And I was in pain. I had a lump. And I was thinking, right, I've got a lump overnight that big. But you think, well, your testicular cancer, you can't get it overnight that quick. But I went to the doctors and the sent me to hospital, so I had to go for a scan. So this is where it gets weird. That bit was normal, that and the stuff. Just like, I'll say normal, because it's just things have happened like that over the years. So I go to get this scan, and I go to this little waiting room and say my name and said, "Oh, yeah, Mr. Riley, can you just go through that door over there?" So I go through another door into a big waiting room. And when you think back now, it looked like a warehouse. That's how big it looks. And there's this little changing room in the middle of it. And it's like a dark waiting room, changing room in the middle. Had to go in there, put his paper gown on, like, you know, the gowns that slits up the back. And puts that on, comes out, and is peeping all the clothes in a plastic bag they gave you. So you got all the clothes in a carrier bag, and you stood this little gown. And when I looked all the way around the room, there's men and women sat there, these little gowns on, the little plastic bags with the clothes in them, all sat there, but the legs just wide open. Everything, you can see everything. It's all like zombies sat there, not moving, just like they're out of it. And then I got told then to go through another door straight away. What were all these people waiting for? So I get sent through to another door, lay on that table. Then this fella came in, so I thought it was a doctor. He had a suit on, and walked in, and looked at me, and he walked through and smiled, went back out through another door. Another 4 or 5 people went through doing the same thing till this final fella came at the end, and then he scanned me. He said, "Oh, you got a lump there. It's not cancer. I don't know what it is, but it'll be all right." And left me, and that was it. That's what he said. It's actual words. So I thought, well, I'm going to cancer. I thought I'm going. I'm probably cutting loads out. I'm just trying to get it over quickly. But so that was that. The lump that was there vanished within a couple of days. It went. I didn't think much more about it. And then so I was about 98. So then that was the reason why I got PTSD. That happened, and the cat's knocking stuff over. Go. The reason I won't go into the reason why, and it was a lot of PTSD, but this, obviously these things have happened to me since birth have helped as well. But I went to sleep, had a paralysis, still was normal, taken somewhere, and then I wake up like in a warehouse again. And the way I'm sat on this stool, I'm looking now, I'm sat upright, I'm sat on a chair upright in like a warehouse, and it's black, it's like dark. There's like a spotlight down in front of me. And these two little beings, I want to call it, they were actually like greys. They were just, don't know what they were, but the two of them carried it out, and like that, in a right angle turn towards me, and they're carrying this baby, and they gave it to me, and I had to bond with it. Well, I've never wanted kids in my life, never felt no wanted kids, and I held this baby, and I was bonding with it, and then they took it away from me and walked away, and I could feel I was crying because I wanted my baby, and I woke up crying. I'm in bed crying because they're taking baby away. The thing is, this baby wasn't a real baby. They're like a traffic cone, or cornetto, can I say that? And you remember Zippy off Rainbow? The colour of him, that like the brown. That colour.
I'll get a picture of Zippy up.
Yeah, two blue dots of eyes. So it wasn't a real baby. So was it a surrogate thing, or what? Just to see what I react like with the baby being taken. But I woke up crying at 30 odd years old because my baby had been taken. And it was a proper feeling. It wasn't just like, I had a dream and woke up. Proper, like it was my baby. So that got me because it's just, I know it's like a long story, but it's just how do you get to being a baby and feeling like it is when you know it isn't? I mean, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's embarrassing a lot of it because it just sounds stupid as well. And things they did to me, what they do to you when you're taken. If you are taken, it's not just in your head, but when you leave marks on your body and stuff, it's obviously something's happening to you. And that's just one thing. I mean, I've had loads, so it's just, but that's it. But then, say, over the years, a couple of times I've been into a dream and a kid or something, that's Zippy, same colour as Zippy, two blue dots as eyes, but like a cornet of a phone in that shape, same material, like that. So it's an ugly baby. But so I've had things like that, and if you tell people, you've like a hybrid baby, it's just like, well, you don't want to think about that. But Dave Hodrian, he's got all that written down on his Bufog site. And then when I met Bridget, because we had similar things to talk about that kind of thing. And there's not many men that have said about they've been offered a baby and then taken away. There's not many of them. So. No, it's just one of things. But when people tell you that it's a mental illness, you start thinking it is because you keep having these dreams and stuff, even though you know it's real, but you still question yourself. And then it's real, you get marks in your body. When you might be this is another one. Let's go straight to another one. Unless you want to stop talking, keep going. I'm boring, Andy.
Yeah. No,
You're not
I
boring
started
me. No.
stinging. You're definitely not boring.
It's just that when you
Definitely
talk
not boring.
years, when you talk about it, you like you talking about your helicopters and stuff. It's like you think you're going on about it. But obviously, a lot of people have heard this story, but this one was. I can't remember with now. We were living in a separate house at the time, and I used to call in the morning before I went to work to see her. But the night before, I had a weird dream. I woke up in my car driving, my old Saab, and it's like driving all through Treacle really slow, and everything's slow motion. All the lights are flashing in the car, and I'm looking around thinking something's going to happen. That's what I'm consciously thinking, but why I'm in my car because it's dark. And I see a little light flying down the side behind a hedge on the road, and it goes behind, so that was it. The next minute, I just remember the car stopping. I'm looking around, the door opened, somebody grabbing my arm and pulling me out of the van, out of the car. That was it. Woke up then. It's a weird dream. So got ready for work, got to the car, turned the keys, and it wouldn't start. So after a couple of times, it did start up, and all the lights were flashing on the dash, and then that's what brought the dream back. So fuse had blown, so bulbs had gone in it, and the stereo wasn't right after. So I thought, oh, coincidence. I just dreamt about another premonition. Could have them as well. I thought I just dreamt about me, the car playing up. Anyway, gets to Karen's house, makes her a cup of tea, goes upstairs, telling about my dream, takes my coat off, and I've got big bruises on my arm where I've been dragged out of the car in the dream. So when you tell people, oh, you did it yourself, well, it's a bit awkward to do that. I've got photographs of that as well. Dave's got them. Again, it's just another thing, but with the car and the bruises, it matches a dream. It's just like it's a coincidence again. But I know it's not.
That's what Jenny said before about when she was in that bed at the hotel. South End, whatever it is.
I might have been then that. I did set the alarm to wake up, so yeah. But that's it.
She had the handprint.
But these bruised up, it's like a line right across my arm, like a big bruise. But during the day, it disappeared and it turned into red dots. And I thought, well, it's just like a reaction to something or whatever. But it just because of the dream is exactly the same place as a dream. That's just another one. So, but yeah, the car was never right after that. Stereo, like your stereo, Andy, where that went.
Oh, yeah. Went to
Are you still having experiences, Simon?
Not as many. Since not as many as I can remember. Not that kind of thing. It's more, I won't say poltergeist, but yeah, poltergeist. Things disappear. Like I said, things disappearing and things moving. And then again, it could be because of cats. I mean, the people say, oh, it's the animals. The dogs are pinching me keys and socks and stuff and run off with them. But sometimes it's things that can't be anywhere else apart from where you left them. And like when
what about tell about the TV?
The TV.
I was on the phone to her yesterday morning.
Turn on by itself. Yeah.
And the TV. We've got the same TV. Weird, I know. But when we bought it. We bought it videos like 3-4 days of me getting it, and he got it. I can't know who got it first. I'm like, what TV did you get? I'm like, oh my god, you got the same TV, same side, everything about it. It's not synchronicity. I don't know what it is.
Right, something simple, but makes me laugh. When we first met, when we went to meet up was at Sherwood Forest, and there's all the car parks there. As just parked up, and I walked down to meet you. When we walked back to the car park, all the car parks were parked bang opposite each other. Car parks. I mean, what's coincidence?
You can imagine the size of Sherwood Forest and the amount of parking that we've got there. Yeah,
just a coincidence.
And didn't know. We just knew. We arranged the time that we was all going to meet up, and the 4 of us all met. I picked Warren up from the train station because he was coming up from London, and there was Devon because of Andy. We all went to the same car park. I'd never been before. I don't think any of us had been before, so we didn't know what car park to go to. It was a choice of like 4 car parks. I just went, oh, that looks easy. So I went into that one. And we was like, all right next to each other. It was weird.
Simple like that. It's
very weird.
Like this weird.
But going back to the TV, so we've got the same TV. And you walk past it, something, and the TV turned on.
Twice.
So I know how that TV works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not.
Yeah, again,
it weren't me because I was driving at work.
So you check the remote, see if the cat stood on it, and the cat's not there. I put the remote upside down now because I tend to knock it myself and change channels sometimes when I'm watching it. I put it out of the way. So the TV came on. and you've got to press one certain button to do it. But I've had that like over the years with DVD players, video recorders, everything. You walk past them and then all start opening and shutting. Just things like that. Just normal.
Yeah. Remember your DVD player?
Oh, sorry?
A few months ago, that DVD player.
It's opening, yeah.
A CD player.
Yeah, I've thrown it now because it came open, it wouldn't shut. Yeah.
Just kept opening.
Mm.
Are you emotionally upset when these things are happening, or are you catch yourself in a certain mood when this is going on?
I'm usually talking to Andy.
He's in a bad mood.
It's like in the morning because that's Andy. When my mum died last November, and I've got cat balls on the mantelpiece, so I was talking, and I just said to Andy about talking about something because when I was on holiday, I said me and my mum we weren't that close, but obviously still my mum, and so I was on holiday in December last year. And I wasn't thinking about her or anything, even though there was a funeral coming up and everything. I wasn't thinking about her. I was making a cup of tea for Karen. And she was in the bedroom. I was just making my coffee. And the little mozzie kept going towards me ears. And in my ears, so I wafted it away. Third time I did. Then crystal clear, my mum's voice in my ear. Simon, so, you know your mum's voice. There's a happy voice. And that threw me for a few days, that. And then when we came home, the cat balls were flashing all the time. And when Andy phoned up, I said, "Oh, the cat balls are going now." When you were asking questions, weren't you? Remember? And the stop was starting. So Andy was asking questions, and my cat balls were flashing. So it's just
over the phone.
Yeah. So when sort of Andy things happen as
like
well.
An Estes thing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because you couldn't see, you could hear. But I mean, I could be lying, but obviously I'm not. But other people
no, I trust you.
Yeah, well, that's it. There's no proof, but things like
Pure
that.
Trust.
And then
do you affect electric stuff often?
Well, put it this way: when I live now in Glossop, I used to live in Leeds in Yorkshire, and I moved in 2002. And I think since when I moved down there, I think I went 9 kettles blew. The electric ones blew my hand certain times. So things blow, like electrical problems, yeah. But then again, I did drill through electrical a wire in the house, which apparently it sent 3 streets out on Easter. There's no electric in 3 streets, which is wrong because it's an internal wire. But it burnt my drill bit, and my hair stuck a bit more than it is now. So it's not the step. But when they came up and they saw what happened, just as I drilled through the wire, a substation in the street blew, and if it hadn't have done, I'd probably died. So that just blew at the right time. Things like that, coincidences as well.
Chances of that happening.
And again with the car when it slowed down, because I was just driving along a country road a few years ago, normal speed, just driving, not thinking about it, on a long curved road, just driving, my foot down at about 50, 60, and then the car just started slowing down, and it didn't change the pedal, the speed just slowed down, and it's just going along slowly. And the motorbike came on the wrong side of the road in front of me, and then across. If I'd been at the right speed, we'd hit each other head on. And then as soon as he'd gone, it started up again, going by itself. So that's something to look after you. You know what I mean? So I got
how about the sat nav?
It's all sat nav, yeah. And again, I've got proof.
This is yeah.
So
this will make you think.
We've been up to a funeral in Hull, and we're driving back to Glossop. I ended up having to go past Saddleworth Moor because of fog and rain. And I've got like on my sat nav, it's like an Australian British woman's accent because it was annoying anyway. So I've got the ear plug in, and this voice is talking, just saying, "Go not straight on, blah blah blah." And all it was like static in here, real loud. And Karen looked around, heard it, and this man's voice started saying, "Turn left." Just times to turn left, basically, could go down over the edge of the cliff or the hill, which would have killed us if I had done. And I started arguing with that, and I'm saying, "No, I'm not going down there. I'm doing this, blah blah blah." I'm having to go with it, driving along, and eventually it gave up, and it changed back to the woman's voice. Said, "Turn your next right, whichever." So I had a voice come through on that. And if it just been by myself, again, it'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're hearing things." But Karen heard it as well. So it's just.
Have you ever looked into the slider phenomena?
You what? Sorry.
Have you ever looked into the slider phenomena?
The what? Sorry, phenomena.
Slider. SLIDER stands for street light interference. Certain people affect electric items.
When you walk under them, they go off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Things like that. It was named because people were affecting the street lights.
Well, this is a long time ago. This when I first started working, so 1985, around 87 something. And I remember my foreman, and I tell him a couple of weird things. He's ex-army, and he didn't believe anything like that. So I tell him stuff, and I said, "Here, watch this." So I just said, click my fingers, looks at the light points, the lights above me. I don't know why I did it, and they all went out. A row went out, and he went, "You're fucking weird." You walked off. So that was still weird anyway. But, I thought I impressed him. But things like that, you just know. It's like you just know something's going to happen, and you've got to say something. Sometimes you just say it. You don't think why you said it. You just say it, and then it happens. Excuse the cat in the box. Can you hear that, Andy?
Yeah, let it try.
Go on.
Look into it though. I think a lot of it would probably resonate with you.
I will do. But I mean, I've had that many things, different types of things happen over the years. It's like premonitions of train crashes and plane crashes. But when that happens, if there's a plane crashing, I'm on board the plane, and I'm always with this tall blonde woman in like a black jumpsuit, blue eyes, tall woman. And she doesn't ever speak, she just looks around and smiles, and then you're off the plane, you watch it crash, and you're helping people, or trying to, that's in the wreckage. And she's been on it was the Sea Marchioness, a Thames party boat years ago that caught fire on the Thames. I was on that with her as well, getting people off it, in a dream, I'll call it. But things like that, so she's always there. It was a Potter's Bar train crash. I saw that one, premonition because of that. A plane crash, one of them was a Canadian air show, and that was Nick Pope. He told me which one it was. He knew which it was when I explained to him. I spoke to him years ago. But it's just anything. No, premonitions. It could be anything. It could be something stupid as well. It's nothing major. It could be something like work. They've got new chocolate in the machine, and you go in the day after and it has, and it's just like, well, what's the point of that? If you've got this kind of, if you want to call it a gift, why can't you use it for something good? Instead of knowing what chocolate you can get tomorrow. It's just, there's no, how can I put it? You're getting abducted by aliens, if you want to call it that, and then you're having premonitions, and then you're seeing what chocolate you're going to get. It's just, there's no routine at all. It's just random.
No reasoning.
No, not at all. And whenever I point my camera, when we went to steal a bridge, I was pointing my camera and a torch getting those photographs. I've taken photographs before with other stuff on them as well. And I won't say great capture, because that expression. Hate it. It's certain things. I'll go fishing around the corner, sat there. I'll say UFO, because I like UAP. Two of them, they come up and they fly over, and one sort of pixelates. I've got it on photographs of it. The bottom one pixelates and disappears, and the top one just comes across and goes straight up, and that's in the flight path. And I've got photographs of them, and that's just around the corner. So wherever I live, it happens. It's happened everywhere. Just going abroad, if things happen, it doesn't matter wherever I've lived, something's happened. But there's always been, from being a kid. I call them pirates, because the first time I was paralysis, I thought I was dead, buried alive. I thought I was in a coffin because I couldn't move and they couldn't see. It was all dark.
So weird.
I was about 8 years old. I remember that. So 8 years old, trying to scream for your mum and dad, nobody's coming because you can't move, and they didn't come anyway. And they didn't come when I was older. I was sorry, when I was younger. That's happened for a long time. But I remember building in bed like a wall with all my stuffed animals, my toys, to protect me because nobody else was. And when I used to look under the covers, I'd see pirates, these little pirates that come at me in the night. I knew the pirates because of the black eye patch. But it wasn't until I was 20 odd years old, thinking if they were black eye patches of pirates, I wouldn't be able to see me looking with them. And it's when I realised how tall they were, little black eyes, and then everything else together.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah. But that's
Side note, I'm gonna need Vincent's reaction to like everything, because
I
your
know.
face.
It's awesome, isn't it? We need
and Simon, as crazy it is, it's not the only time I've heard a lot of these things. Like, you're not completely alone in your experience.
Yeah.
It's super valid and ultra disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
proper messed up, innit?
I'm just trying to think. I mean, the ones, they don't scare me, them things now. But what did scare me once was I was staying in a static van, Karen's mum's in Wales, and Just 1 second in case the cat decides to knock the camera off. Get down. Sorry. Get off. So I just wake up paralysed in bed again. I'll say wake up paralysed because that's what it does. It wakes you up. Is that noisy? But I think because I fight it that much, that I get paralysed more because I kick out if I can, punch, whatever. But this time, instead of going upwards, I went through the side of the van, and then all I could see was like, right, how do I explain it to make it sound as horrible as it was? It's hard to explain. If you imagine smoke or black cloth all floating in a tree, like a shape, then you get 2 red burning eyes, and then the mouth is all jagged but darker than the shadowy stuff itself. So it's blacker in its mouth, and it's screaming at you, really high-pitched scream. And you're getting dragged towards it, and it's right in front of your face, and you can't move. That's not nice. And how old am I now? So that'll have been, how old am I? That'll have been 40, late 40s then, and I wasn't getting out of that bed when I woke. When I could move, I wasn't getting out of that bed till it was light. It was horrible. Now, I didn't think much more of it. Well, didn't think much more of it. I did. Till Karen's son was stopping there, and I told him what I dreamt about. I said, I heard somebody screaming last night. And I thought, well, if it was somebody screaming in a dream, I know I was paralysed the normal way, so I'm conscious of what's going on. If somebody was screaming like outside on a camp like that, people would have been looking out. It went on too long. It was constant screaming. It's like wailing in my face. And that wasn't nice. Then I start thinking, like, well, there's a railway at the back. It could be the power lines, but they're all diesel there, so it wasn't that. I always look for the rational explanation, mate. I don't just think, yeah, that happened. Excuse me. I always look for what it could be, even though, it's too ridiculous to be that, even though it sounds the obvious thing. But no, eventually there's nothing else it can be apart from something weird again. But that's one of the worst things I've experienced, which wasn't nice. And then there's things I remember going home when you're younger. Yeah, I've been to the pub, but you're walking along, you think you need to nip behind that bush for a quick pee, so you do. When you get there, there's this craft there, so you think, oh, I'll go on that, and you walk up the staircase outside of it, and then you don't remember anything, and that's it. You remember just being home the next morning. But I never used to drink that much anyway. I never used to get really drunk at all because I suffered with acid reflux, so it didn't want any good for me. But when you just see a craft, you think, I'll get on that, and you just staircase outside, and then you don't remember after. You think, well, was it just a dream again, or was I hallucinating? Oh no, that kind of thing. And when you're younger and you go to doctors, at 15, I went to doctors. I might have been a bit younger. I didn't tell my parents because, like I say, they didn't want to know, even though my mum knew about all this stuff because she'd experienced it. Her mum did as well, and it goes through the family. I know it does, but she didn't want to talk about it, so I ignored it. So I went to doctors. I said I want to go to a sleep clinic, wind my brain up, see what's going on in there. And he said, unfortunately, that burnt down last night, so you can't go. Straight away, you're not going. You've been burnt down, so that stops that.
Yeah.
Locked. You're not going. And then I said about sleep paralysis. Oh, it's your body's way of waking you up. I said, I'm awake. I said, I just can't move. And it's always just blocking you. Now, I won't go into what I've been going through for the last few years. But basically, the medical profession can't do any more because they can't explain what's going on. So I'm basically just to tell you that they can put a label on you, what you are and what you know. That's it. But I know what's. It's been happening too long for me to think. If it was one occasion where something happened, I think that was weird. It's like I went bowling with my brother, excuse me, and like I say, I was working the day after. I should have been, and I had a couple of drinks, went bowling with his friends, and I was walking home, and it was just like somebody hit me with a bat, and then I couldn't walk. I was going across the road, got to the bungalow I was living, and went in, and I was still with my ex-partner at the time and a daughter. And I said, I need to lie down. I don't want anybody to come in because I felt ill. I felt angry and like I thought I'd been spiked. I think I had been. I was laid in the bed, and like the late 80s, 90s, the kids used to have like pictures of dolphins in the bedroom, pink ones and purple and stuff. They were coming out of the walls, swimming around the room. So I'm like, around here. But when I got up in the morning, what got me was my ears. There was something in my ears. It was annoying me in both ears. Now, when I go out, I have a shower, I clean. And when I woke up, I had two like pyramids, one either side in my ear. Like, I can't say it was wax because when it hit the sink, it was noisy. It was like ceramic. But like little red pyramids inside my ears stuck in, and it hurt to get them out. I thought, what are they? If it's so spikes, you don't get pyramids in your ears, do you? That's what is that? I don't know. It's another thing you can't explain.
Not got a clue.
That's just a few stories. I've gone through them right quick and that, and I talk quick. I think just to get out and it's done. But
yeah, it's cool. There's no rush.
Talking to dead people in graveyards, and when I bought my first house, talking to the fellow who used to live there, was dead. They stood there, top steps, I'm fitting the carpet, and I could see his legs and his shoes, so I just kind of fit in the carpet. And I said to him, "That's my house now. I'll look after it." Blah blah blah. And he disappeared. Yeah, that's just like normal stuff. And then when I bought a house in Oaks of Gloucester, I was coming down the steps one morning, and through the stair rails, a little hand grabbed my ankle. I looked down, there's a little girl there, and she said, "Who are you?" I said, "Oh, I'm Simon." I said, "I've bought this house, I live here now." She went, "Okay," let go of my ankle and disappeared. But where she would have been stood under the staircase, it was blocked in, so she couldn't have been stood there. It was just an arm sticking out. So, yeah. No, stuff. But like, it's nothing like that recently. Not that I know of. It's been like, let's say, full body apparitions. It's people in normal clothes you're talking to, and you realise that they've just vanished them in a graveyard. It wasn't me who just saw this person. Karen hugged her last Christmas. And when you look back now, it was cold, and she had like summer clothes, and this woman was crying. So Karen went to see her, gave her a hug after she asked if she was okay. And we got to see Karen's sister's grave there. And we have a glass of champagne at Christmas. And I said, "Do you want to offer a glass of champagne?" She went, "No." I turned around, she wasn't there. And she didn't get in the car. And to get out, you've been to Cemetery, haven't you?
Yeah, okay, a couple of times. Unless she hid behind the gravestone or a bush.
Yeah.
Which I doubt it.
No.
She's not. Oh, she's Linford Christie.
And it was muddy.
She's not.
And she never. But we all saw her that she wasn't there.
Yeah, you ain't getting out onto the road.
No. And that was that one. And then again, when you go out in the middle of nowhere and you bump into somebody and start talking about aliens and UFOs and people and just like that, just start talking. Excuse me. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what order I've done everything in there. I've just said everything there, come out with a load of stuff.
Yeah.
But, I'm not one for talking on this. Yeah, but
I can't believe you come on. It's good. I'm not complaining. I just appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on and doing it.
What time is it now?
5:05.
It was coming on next.
Not got a clue.
We'll find out.
You'll find out.
I don't know. I got a message saying your additional guest may hop on before.
Simon, you're awesome. That was amazing.
Thank you. I'll get in touch with you. I can't talk, Vincent. Yeah.
Yeah, please. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nickname said Vincent's face. Need him on a reaction vid.
Yeah.
That should just be a new career. It's those reaction videos.
Yeah. We just need every expression you can do. And I will just post them as memes all day.
There you go.
That's all you do, memes.
We'll just break it down.
Do you want me to get off then, yeah?
You can both stay on if you want, unless you've got to go.
Well, I've been awake since 4 o'clock yesterday morning, so I've done 24 hours already.
I've done 22 and a half.
I'll lie, I'll snooze for a little bit. Yeah,
we have a lot more hours to go.
Yeah, I know.
Please stop.
I talk too much.
Whose idea?
Whose idea was this?
You.
My idea.
It was me.
You will do it again. You said you will, but you will.
Oh, well, I'm not doing it ever again.
Well,
yes, you will.
He wasn't going to do it again last time he did it.
Yeah.
24 hours? Crazy. When I heard you were doing it, I was like, that's insane. Why would you ever do that?
Yeah. But, I said I'd never come on.
I just want to talk to everyone in one day.
Yeah.
You're all amazing. I class you all as great friends. And even though I've never met you, but it's that instant click. And it's awesome. It's really awesome. Hey?
I think I've looked at her now. She's having a word with you.
Having a word with you. It's that pizza you ate.
Oh, I've not finished it all yet. Yeah.
Appreciate you both coming on.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll give you a bell at some point tomorrow evening.
You will. Yeah, no problem. Right.
All right. Cheers, Si.
See you later, Nicole.
See you later.
Cheers.
Yeah, don't be putting that nightgown on.
I'm just wearing one now, so I've gone. Right.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Pleasure meeting you.
Good to meet you.
Oh, that was cool.
That was good.
Oh, so Vincent.
Fascinating person, man. Wow. That is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this because I was like, oh, "Where's my pen? I should have been taking notes." There's a lot there.
I've not sounded horrible, but I've heard them stories 100 times, and it never gets boring. It's
I don't think it could. They're amazing stories.
You hear a little bit because you don't always hear everything the first time someone tells you something, or the first time you watch something, or the first time you read something. So each time you remember another little bit of detail, and you build the picture.
That's a lot for one person to go through. I mean, he's a very genuine person.
Do you know what? That's not even half of it. That is not even half of it. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's just.
I mean, that's the flip to all of this. You know, I've talked about this a couple times. You know, you get into this field and you have these experiences. You have to be prepared for anything. I mean, things can go wrong.
Yeah.
Bad things can happen.
Yeah.
Unexplainable bad. So.
But we never.
Be safe out there.
Do you find though we don't prep ourselves for the bad stuff? We just go out and think, let's see what we attract tonight.
But if you
I'm
put yourself
paranoid. I don't do that.
inviting it in.
You know. So
I try to prepare for bad things, Andy.
I just go out and I just go out and like I'm going to the shop for milk and then going home after. I don't actually. I don't know what I'd do if something major happened. I don't know. I couldn't tell you how I'd react. Nothing.
I do it so often; it's routine for me now. Like it is like going to the shops.
Yeah. See, it might be that I'm not consciously thinking about it. Because when I first started going, I was filming it. It's like, what are you doing? You're just going to be running around crying like a child because you're getting scared. Why would you want to show the world that? And it's like, it kind of like wakes you up to everything that's going on. And then you get to the point where you still get freaked out, but you don't get scared. It's scary, but you don't get scared. That makes sense.
I get what you're saying. No, yeah, you get kind of like a numb to it, sort of. I mean, you're kind of just like, oh yeah, there's like when I was living in that house, there was just so much weird stuff going on all the time.
Yeah.
I would do my show and people are emailing me about stuff they see in the background. And
didn't we get an EVP?
I think we got something weird that one time. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we didn't record it, did we?
Yeah, and it was super weird. I remember there was some audio interference, and then we both heard something.
Yeah. It was either just before or just after we started finished recording.
Isn't that always how it goes?
Every time.
I get the most incredible evidence when I'm not recording.
Yep. Because they know that what you're doing, and as soon as you hit that button, it either stops or it starts.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like it so much, because of how unpredictably predictable it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't want to really find out, because it's too magical, I think, to really know. It's like no kids watching, it's all right. Like Santa Claus, Father Christmas. You start getting older and you realise what's what, yeah. But in your head, you're like, but I don't want it to not be true anymore. And it's that kind of feeling, I think. You know what I mean?
Andy, are you trying to tell me that Santa Claus isn't real?
I don't know. He is real.
You know, a weird thing is people still see him.
ruin Christmas for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Behind
that it's a magic of the paranormal, I think. What I'm trying to say. You want
Sure.
to keep it like that. You don't want to lose it sounds stupid, but you don't want to lose the innocence of it, because once you find out what everything is, it's like, really? I think
The
it's going
thrill
to be
of
a
the
massive.
hunt.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a massive letdown. If I'm honest, you know, maybe it's just AI, and we're all just going to be doing that forever.
No.
Because this is doing my head in.
We have a guest.
We have a guest. We have to bring him on. We have to bring him on, and we've got to leave Vincent on.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you want me to hang out for a minute? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here.
So it's like, this is just like ridiculous. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Boom! Here he is. How's it going?
Oh man, only for you, Andy and Nicole.
What's this?
Well,
It's growing.
dude, I know. Well, you got to look at this, all right? So I grew it out and started looking like Barry Fitzgerald. Love you, Barry. Yeah, and so I went to like a barber, man. I spent a lot of money, and they shriveled it. I don't know what it looks like anymore, but it looks a lot better.
It looks good.
Andy,
it looks good.
Andy, it's I gotta tell you, I can be honest with you, man. 1:13 a.m. here.
Mm-hmm.
I took my no, y'all don't understand. I took my ADHD medication. Y'all can look it up. And I have my Rockstar. All right. So and I have nothing to do tomorrow. So we gotta hang.
I have coffee number 3.
I have Celsius.
I have a coffee.
Beautiful. Vincent, how are you, sir?
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Oh man.
Have you two met before?
No, it's my pleasure.
You two need to hook up. Seriously. You really do.
Sure.
I see.
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
did you guys see Lou Elizondo faked a picture?
No, someone put that in the chat. It was debunked, and it was like a reflection of the lampshade.
Bro, you know who called it? You know who called it? Steve Mara, Barry Fitzgerald called that.
Did they?
Well,
they are the goats.
Yeah, basically, what they say is what it is.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'm a leaker, right? I'm a whistleblower, and here's hold on. It wasn't even at Contact in the Desert. It wasn't at the Awakening Conference. It wasn't Forbidden Knowledge. It was literally a private lecture. And here is what my local government source gave me. Sorry, I had a few drinks. It's 1 a.m. Listen, you guys have to deal with Nate now. Maria, right? And they paid money for that. And then he goes, "This is a real picture of the UFO." And it's not a picture. It's not even real. Oh my God! Can you imagine the ufologist?
His credibility is.
What are the chances,
bro? You had one of them on earlier, like they're all UFOs. Can you imagine the credibility that trickles down? I was abducted by one of them fake pictures. Can you imagine, my friend? That is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's where I struggle. Because it's
you get loud at 1 a.m. I just get the giggles.
Oh my God! Well, I'm ready to just tackle some topics. Andy, come on now. That's Richard Doty 2.0. All right. Now, I know a lot about ufology. I know I'm supposed to. I'm a demonologist. But my God, man. My God. Has there ever been a demonologist that said, "Hey, listen, here's a demon, but I lied about it"? Holy crap. God told me it wasn't a... Come on now. Can you imagine? Look at what we have to do, Andy. Here's a picture of it. Oh, shit. It's not a demon anymore, Andy. Andy, it's AI. Andy. Andy, what?
It's a lampshade.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Andy, can you sorry, brother. I'm telling you, man. Like I said, man, they're feeling
It's
really
cool.
bad lately.
It's cool.
But dude,
Don't worry.
can you imagine the pressure I have to be on and under in every show? These guys get to go out there and float AI images and sell books. Hey, this is a government source. That ain't a government source, dude. Andy, he went to Twitter, and Twitter helped him. I'm sorry, sir. Please help me gather my emotions.
Have you noticed lately?
Yes,
right,
sir.
that a lot of the bigger names in all of this are coming out with mainly is something big going to be happening. It's going to be happening on a specific date. You're not going to believe it. And then that date comes, and then you didn't hear anything from him on Facebook for like 2-3 weeks after. But,
bro,
I wonder why that was. Is it because it was pure bullshit?
Oh my god!
And
the same guy.
That's when I can't cope with that, and I just remove. I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
I have to get rid because your credibility, where you was up there, it's
done.
Below carpet
You're
level
done.
now.
You're done. You're done.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. And I'm at the point now where it's like, all right, this is where I'm at. All right, so I am being ridiculous on purpose because this is laughable, Andy. Do you realize this is why people like just fly off a roof? Like this is the curse of Roger Lear. Roger Lear told them, "Listen, you're gonna study UFO." Listen, again, I'm not supposed to know this. I'm a demonologist. Now, what happens to me is I'm supposed to know more about demonology and ufology than everybody them. But ufologists, shit, they don't have to know anything about demonology. They could just go spread up AI footage and sell books. Forget me. My point being, Andy, let's gather myself and all of my personalities. Yes. My point being is I'm held up to a higher standard. I don't get to go out there and float out what AI. Are you serious? We got to question Bud Hopkins, John Mack, not just Lou. We got to question Jay Stratton. Are you kidding me, dude? Every ufologist that has ever been on any program, they are, dare I say, not intellectually, religiously obligated to look back at their lineage of manifestation and say, what? Yeah. What? Is this AI? Like, you know what I mean? And so, absolutely. It's a lie, you know? And you know who told me it was a lie? I swear to God, I'm in the States. You guys in the freaking UK told me it was a lie. My contacts did. It was all BS.
I'm sorry. I can't get over your dramatic zoom, Andy.
I'm angry, dude. I'm so pissed.
Dramatic zooming. It's so well timed. Like Nathaniel says something and you go.
Oh, Andy. Hello, Andy. Hello.
Right. Andy has a new AI camera.
Can somebody help me out here? Can somebody help me out here? Please,
it's all AI.
My God.
It's all AI. We're all in trouble. What do you think is going on then? What do you think? What do you think is going on?
Are you kidding, dude? I have people from the DOD emailing me, messaging me pictures of what they see around UFOs. Hey, all right. So here's where I'm at. The evidence suggests that it's the occult. Okay. Now, before evidence was evidence, before Lou Elizondo, can we just be honest? Before Lou Elizondo was allowed to go fake shit. Am I okay to say that? My bad. Andy, I will pull it in. Before
he's upset, Andy. Damn it.
Dude, before the people, Andy, please somebody help me because I know I'm right. Listen here. Before Lou Elizondo was allowed to go out there, right?
Eh?
You
What
stayed
happened?
away, Vincent.
He just went.
Mm.
I think he said he had to go.
Oh.
He said it before.
Yeah, he said,
Look.
I've got to get going. Sure he did.
Oh my God,
So-
Andy. Andy, Nicole, can we be really honest here? Let's be very honest with the field. With the field. Our only evidence is Richard Doty. Are you a ufologist, Nicole? You know who Richard Doty is? Andy,
I'm not a
you know who Richard Doty
ufologist.
is?
I've heard of the
Vincent.
name.
I got
Vincent,
dropped for a second. Sorry. guys.
Vincent, is our only evidence of ufology is that Lou Elizondo and Richard Doty? Does anybody... Vincent, are you a ufologist at all? You know, Nicole, I'm
I
supposed
dabble
to be a
in the ufology.
demonologist. I'm supposed to be a demonologist.
I
Okay.
like ghosts. That's what I do.
Listen.
No UFOs.
Listen here, can I help? Can I help some people? Andy.
Well, UFO
Thank you.
footage.
Yeah.
Andy. These people came out and wrote books. They sold 100,000 of them. They were on the top shelf of every bookstore, Barnes and Noble. I bought 2. I made my damn dad buy 3. It's the best shit ever. I knew it wasn't. It was Roger Lear's work. And then guess what? I go to lectures and people want proof from a demonologist, but they're buying AI. Oh my God. They're buying AI, Andy.
Yeah.
I'm a ufologist.
You're shot every time that Daniel says AI.
Do you think?
Anything, bro. I'm gonna shut up.
You
Man.
Couldn't hack.
Do you think they're paid to disinformation everyone?
I'm sorry. I missed it. What?
You think they're being paid to give disinformation?
No. The guy was wearing. Oh, Lord. Marie. He was wearing a Rolex on a podcast bragging about how poor he was.
Oh.
Rolex?
Yes. And what I'm so sick of is again the fanatic intellectual infantilism that would buy into the idea. Here's my credentials. Did we see that coming? I wanted to believe. I didn't see it coming. It was leaked. Now, here's my question. Here's where I'm at. You ready? Here's where I'm at, okay? Here's where I'm at. The evidence I have collected suggests the occult is not a bug, it's a feature. Every single time. My last lecture I gave on 2 other shows that I haven't done with you was about Russian cosmism, where they use literal scrying. Here we go, Nicole. You ready for this? It's going to blow your freaking mind. Right. And so, all right. So, a homunculus from the occult arrived on the other side of the mirror. What are we talking about? Not AI. Not AI. 1990s, my friend. When they finally got to conjure a homunculi. And it came through a mirror. By the way, a mirror that they were scrying through. Weird. You know, here in the States, you know, we have craft stores, right? It's not Hobby Lobby, right? No, they constructed the mirror according to Nikolai Kozyrov's plan. And through that design came through a homunculus. And guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, just in case everybody misses this episode, same came through Lamb. Elias Levi and Alistair Crowley. But my argument and others that I've lectured with in your neck of the woods has always been they're not from outer space. It's always been a lie. And I couldn't prove it until we have literal idiots. Now, they're not idiots. They play and they placate. They pander, just like the phenomenon does, to people who don't know enough to know the difference.
Yeah.
And they got caught, my friend. Here's an alien Wait, that's not alien? Mind you, guys, the same governmental, I sound Southern, governmental source that told Lou Elizondo that the Collins elite were religious zealots just fed him a fake picture of an UFO. Now, excuse me, listen, can I back up and suggest this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Maybe ufologists need to shut the hell up. Maybe we need to take a step back. Can I be honest? It's not, Andy, I don't want to push you to that level, but let's back up and ask ourselves, okay, what's going on? This is worse than parapsychology. This is worse than paranormal.
Yep.
This is now Zach Baggins territory, my friend. This is Zach Baggins territory.
Yeah.
What? I'll shut up, guys. And I have evidence to prove all
What
that.
paranormal in your description?
Well,
I have
no,
evidence to provide all of it. But my question is, what now? What now? What are we going to do now?
You're just not going to believe anyone or anything. And the thing is, it's not even AI. It's just a reflection in a window.
Very interesting. I have a theory I want to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is a leading theory. I'm presenting it to a group of researchers. Pretty sure it's true. It's been well documented. Now, the phenomenon wants to be seen.
Yeah.
If Vincent, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Good.
Sorry, my connection's
my
getting
bad.
a little spotty.
My bad,
I
man.
apologize.
You guys have never seen this side of me, man. It's literally had a headache earlier, and I was given a link earlier, but I was supposed to be here earlier, but had a headache. Okay, so now I don't have a headache, so now I'm like overcompensating. Here's my theory.
Good.
Okay, it's transcendent. It's holy. It's documented. The phenomenon has the ability to weaponize memories. Always has.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right? Until we experience them weaponizing memories.
Mm.
Look at Nicole. She's like, what the hell?
And what?
Look,
It can't do anything?
watch that. No, it's bigger. It's also like just so the paranormal is always the black cat in the Matrix. But the black cat in the Matrix is not the black cat unless you notice it. Come on now. I'm sending some heavy shit here.
Yeah.
The black cat is always present. Andy, am I good?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just doing all the
I said a
background.
couple cuss words, dude. My bad.
Yeah,
But watch
no,
this.
don't
Let me
worry about
Let me lay it out. The black cat has always been the black cat. How many other humans have lived and exist in the Matrix? The black cat never knew it. Black cat is a part of our reality. When the black cat, you see it, and it sees you seeing it. Now it has to play a role.
Yeah.
So my theory is that the paranormal has to be witnessed. Has to. Look at Chris Bledsoe.
Mm.
Everybody's like, oh, Chris Bledsoe, dude. Like, oh my God, what size pants you wear? Are those 11, 10 shoes? Oh my God, Chris. And Chris is like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going out there to witness it. Yes. Yes. Now, what I'm leaning on is thousands of years of incubi and succubi literature. Where, Nicole, women, females were victimized, not just by entities. That's one. That's right. That's easy enough. Like, oh my God, that's all. Let's get terrified and make it tire. Oh, conferences. No. Let's look at the pathology. It has to be seen. It doesn't just have to appear. I'm about to blow your guys' mind. You're going to freak out. I'm telling you, this is called necronetics. This is why. So it shapens itself according to the image of the lover. But that's not enough. Anybody, right? I mean, oh my God, I'm cute. I want to appear cute. No. You have to be seen as cute. Oh my God.
Yeah, because what's the point? What's the point of it existing if it's not going to be seen?
Yes, sir. There we go. You feeling this, Nicole? Vincent, you listening? Now watch this. It's gonna blow your freaking mind. I just got this today, and I put it in my book. I paid hundreds of dollars for new art for my cover of book, the Skin Across. But listen, what I'm saying. I've always wondered why the phenomenon plays outside of our own rules. Here's why. It's leaning on. Hold on, I have notes. It is. Hold on. It's gonna blow your mind. The observer effect. The observer effect. It has to be seen. And as we're looking at it, it organizes what it's supposed to look like according to our consciousness.
So, like, kind of what I was saying about the ultra-terrestrials earlier. It's like something is interfacing with our consciousness.
Yes. It's and this is the beauty of it. Okay, because people ask, okay, is it us or is it them? Right? Us or them?
Pointer going on back there, Vincent.
Yes, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
A laser pointer going on back there. Like a green laser light thing.
Where at?
Oh.
It could be this thing. I don't know. It hasn't lit up yet.
Let's go, man. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. He's about to freak. Oh, he left. God, dude, every time. You know?
He's got bad connection. His
That's
phone
all
just
good,
keeps cutting out.
I'm just joking, man. You guys are amazing people. My theory, though, when you look at Project Doorway, when you look at Incubi research, all the paranormal, right? Blood cell. I'm just going to go out there and look up in the sky. Derp. No, there's something up there. Okay? And there is this consciousness connection between what wants to be seen, right? Now, here's a problem. What's visible is not always seen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's triggering people that can see it. So my hypothesis is that it's the observer effect. Now, the observer effect is been documented by Project Doorway, by Steve Merritt, Barry Fitzgerald. But what that means is, it's going to blow your mind, is that it's almost like Nietzsche's abyss, right? When you stare into the abyss long enough, that's the observer effect. The abyss stares right back at you. So what I'm looking at, it's incredible, because what I'm looking at is validating, by virtue of the scientific method, all of incubi literature, where the phenomenon, I've had cases like this, where the phenomenon can manifest as an independent entity. Look at you. It's visible, but not seen by you. And when you see it, clunk, it uses your memories, all of the images of your mind to create its identity. We've seen this not just in ufology, right?
Yeah.
I can go further, but my point is, it's almost tulpamancy. It's tulpa, right? I think that's a big piece of the puzzle. People, oh my God, Buddhism, whatever, Tibetan Buddhism. No, tulpamancy is a thought form. That's not what we're dealing with. We've underscored and underestimated their ability to think for us, Tibetan Buddhism, they had it, but we didn't understand the length of. Barry Fitzgerald has hypothesized this over and over again. Right? We have 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Before they start thinking for us. What that means is that the thought form is not really a thought form. You only have a certain amount of time before the thought begins to form. That thought form.
Yeah.
And so, but it can only happen if you're interfacing with it. And I'll shut up.
Yeah, so you've got 20
Thanks,
seconds to know that it's not your fault before it starts to manipulate you.
It's got you. Anyways, Nicole, I'm sorry. I'm pumped up. I had this revelation today. But I'm telling you, man, this idea, again, I think this is what the ancients believed possession was. They may have gotten it wrong. Religion is a bastard, right? They crucified everybody that wasn't like them. I've been crucified, not in that sense, but by my own family members. They don't understand what I'm doing, right? But I think everybody has a piece of the puzzle, Vincent. And I honestly,
I agree
when you look at the observer effect, I'm telling you, the observer effect is literally, I am something independently, but I'm something completely different if I'm being observed.
So with the phenomena, do people observing the phenomena affect the phenomena itself?
Yes, it does. Now, not to the point where the phenomenon is like, oh, I don't know what else to do. No. It's literally, and I've had this in my own cases where I exist, right? I exist. Okay, but if I always existed, that's one thing, right? It's the same thing. Argue with ghosts. If ghosts always exist, okay, go clean my floors. They won't. Maybe one or two.
They might.
Maybe one or two. One or two. But my point is, something is weaponizing ghosts. I've had cases where they're ghosts of the living. Mm-hmm. And the phenomenon has weaponized. It's crazy. Where the entity comes over, and upon seeing it, listen, I fully believe like there are some ghosts, right? I can't explain the others, they whatever. I've been in investigations where that's happened. Yeah. That doesn't trouble me, right? That's okay, that's fine, whatever. Okay, cool. Right? Consciousness, memory, and matter, in motion. But something else is weaponizing that.
To what end?
And you, to what end? What do you think it's demonic? Do you think it's like a negative thing?
Demons. I've also called the phenomenon leaning into the demonic archetype. The horns and hooves, and everybody. I've been to Paracons, boring as hell. Well, right. They'll bring out Ellen Lorraine Warren, right? Ellen Lorraine Warren. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. All right, and then you get an inch deep in demonology. They don't know anything. Absolutely nothing. Bernard of Gordon, what's that guy? Is he like what? Pick flowers and pour? No, they don't know. It's not about. You know why? It's not about demonology. It's about whatever sells tickets, puts butts in seats.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Andy, can I go on? Are we good? Are we good, Andy?
Yeah.
We're good.
But I'm just listening.
No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Now, I would ask you if the anointing of the paranormal researchers lands on actual researchers or on people who had family members who were big and died. Let's name them. I can name them. I've hung out with them. They don't know anything.
Mm.
Not my fault. They don't know anything.
It's hard to say.
I know them. I've met them. I've locked eyes with them. I've hung out with them. And I've asked them questions about demonology. They don't know anything. Nothing.
Are they claiming to be demonologists, though?
Do what?
Are they claiming to be demonologists?
Yes, 100%.
I'm trying to
It's
narrow it
difficult,
down.
isn't it?
No. Now, the curious thing, and this is what the phenomenon weaponizes, stupidity. It weaponizes ignorance, illiteracy. And the texture of it, though, again, it's vulnerability, right? My uncle and aunt, they were huge. Pay me $3,000 to give you a lecture. Why should I pay? Now, the field of paranormal is trying to appeal to academia. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you what academia doesn't want to hear. Here's my uncle. I went on 5 cases with uncle. Man, dude, this is amazing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Academia, this is where I'm at, because I'm done with the field of paranormal. I'm heading to academia. That's where I'm at. Because academia says, wait a minute, you're only in it. Like, I can't get into even a college because I know people. But you get into paranormal because you had an aunt and uncle? You went on a couple cases? That can't be verified? Do you know I went to a Paracon and The Conjuring fell apart in my own hands? When even that was bullshit?
Ugh.
So do you know what's going on with the Conjuring house right now, right? Have you been
She
following
had
that?
DUI. She had DUI, yes. That's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is literally they're selling legends.
Well,
And it's Andy, I went too far about that, man. My bad.
No.
Average.
About whether or not, like, the house could have affected, everything.
No.
So do you find anything valid with the Conjuring house?
Listen to me. When I went to Rhode Island about 4 years ago now, the first demonologist that was present in that location went to an Applebee's. Don't ask me why. He brought a big old box the size of my house, literally placed it on a little table, not a big little table. I'm like, oh God, because I started realizing where the field was. Oh, this is not good. Not good at all. You won't see Justin Sledge doing that. Dr. Esther Amori, Professor Esther Amori from Theological Seminary, she won't do that. Here's my awards. Oh, that's great. And the unloaded. Yeah. What I'm trying to tell you, though, is listen, the field of the paranormal is built on lies. And even more than that, let me tell you something else. The phenomenon has weaponized those lies. Our demons of horns and hooves, they're not really demons. They're lamb. Never been a demon in biblical antiquity. That's a demon from Western scholarship. That's pop culture. What I'm trying to tell you is the phenomenon is weaponizing lies. And the only people that are able to see through it are the people who are willing to, Andy.
Yeah.
I'll shut up.
Yeah. No, I get all that. It's hard to get your head around.
Am I right, Nicole? Am I right? I can list names. I'll see the names. I'm so done, Vincent. Vincent, you know what they told me? Like, oh my God, yeah, like it didn't even matter. It's just my point, though, is that there's something here.
Yeah.
We are dealing with some sort of phenomenon. What it is anybody's guess. I mean, some say demon, some say alien. It's all just labels, putting it on the same weird energy that interacting with us.
Yes. Yeah. The behavioral patterns betray them. Here's something fascinating. Why would aliens respond to altars? Oh,
I have heard
Lord.
weird things about them responding to the name of Jesus Christ and so on and so forth. It's a strange phenomenon for sure.
I know that guy. That guy reached out to me. Jim Jordan, something like that. Yeah, he reached out to me to do a show, and I can actually look him up. Whatever. Yeah, 600 cases, right? 600 cases The problem is this. Okay, I grew up in evangelicalism. Okay, and we're looking at, again, we're reasoning according to logic. If anybody has logic, right? Like, okay, whatever. But logic says, okay, we're dealing with the odds of percentages, right? If I gave you heroin to cure a headache and you died, I would think that's pretty stupid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Did it cure your headache
But
first?
absolutely, right. But if I spread it around, well, the averages, well, I can work the averages. I can work all of the data set. So you know what? I gave a little bit to a lot of people, cured them. Didn't matter. So again, I have his name. My point, though, and this is my argument, and it's very splintered. The model is that we're dealing with sorcerers. Andy, I'll shut up, dude.
No,
I'm hanging out,
listening.
dude. It's good. Yeah, and that is the most correct model. I have the data set. I can prove it to you. Okay? Your alien abductions come out with sigils on their own body. Betty Luca.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Paulino, if you want to look him up, did a lecture before he passed away. Him and his son Ben. I was on a show. Did a lecture at the Exeter. Sorry, dude. ADHD. Exeter Conference. They compared and contrasted the evidence of demonic possession and alien abduction. Now, I'll tell you why I'm sharing this. Because, my God, the leading ufologists of the world produced some BS AI picture of a UFO. So I have an intellectual license to pick up a club and beat the shit out of people who are like, well, they got to be aliens. Why do they have to be aliens? We first met them in seances, my friend. Not all of everybody, right? In seances, right? Watch this. And the same people and entities we met in seances are now wanting to be worshipped in a desert and all with altars. Now, again, I'm a Christian boy. I grew up in Christianity. If they're aliens, why are they wanting altars? Weird. So weird. Why is it that we had to alter our own consciousness at Wright Pat Air Force Base? It's going to blow your mind too, right? Because we always hear, oh, they're crashing. No, they're not. The technology we're getting is literally by altering our own consciousness, and they're implanting visions, literally. And I want to make sure you guys understand what I'm saying. Ritual magic alters consciousness. And it's not by intention. That's BS. That's okay. Well, whatever. No, it's not true. So we obey, we build altars and sometimes sacrifices. And then we worship, bow down, and it alters our consciousness. They project an image. Now, we look at it and go, oh my God, I'm so amazing. Like okay, Napoleon Dynamite.
Yep.
Vote for Pedro. And we go bring that home. And we're like, oh, nothing ever happened. Something happened.
Tater tots right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It just bugs me. And I'm so pissed, right? Like, okay, our leading ufologist just soiled himself.
Sure
Andy.
Yes.
What would you do, bro? Okay, I just want to put this out there because I'm nowhere near Lou Elzonda. What if I put out there at the Awakening last February? Okay, what if I was like, hey, this is a ghost? And when I got home, Steve I was like, yeah, right? Let's go talk about that ghost, Mr. Gillis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This guy's like, hey, listen, they're definitely not devils and demons. I just can't do it.
No.
And you know what? Anyways, I'll shut up, man.
No.
I'm a narcissist guy.
We've got 2 minutes.
Okay.
Before we have to end this and then go on to part 4.
4?
That's fun.
Part 4.
We're almost halfway through.
So yeah, but just
You can do it, man. You can do it. I have faith in you.
Dating.
You'll
Yeah,
catch
so-
you'll catch your fifth wind and you'll be fine.
Gotta go do like a sprint around the house or something.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Want to hang out with you guys. Vincent, I'm sorry, dude. I had to put that out there. Bro,
Daniel,
what is your...
There.
What?
We're all going to Gettysburg. We've decided this tonight.
Yes. Oh,
Come hang out with
everyone.
Gettysburg.
Everyone in the chat, everyone who's coming on, everyone who's been on, mass gathering. Gettysburg
Everyone.
gathering.
Yep. Well, we got 2 minutes, guys. Love you guys. Thank you guys for putting up with me, dude. What is going on?
Thank you for coming on. Great, both of you.
Yes,
Simon
nice
and
meeting you.
everyone. It's cool. So, unfortunately, even though I could listen to you guys all night, I am going to have to end this one because our next guests are coming on.
All right. Vincent.
So,
Thanks, bro.
thank you all so much.
Good night,
We need to
everybody.
hang out. So, right. So, catch us on our next stream in 8 minutes' time. So, I'm going to end this one and switch over.
Okay.
And it shouldn't be private because I've checked. It's public.
Oh, hopefully not. All right, everybody go to part 4.
Yes.
We'll
So,
be there
see
in
you
8 minutes.
in. Yeah. Probably before then. So, see you then. Bye bye.
Goodbye.